This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. They say you should choose your battles wisely. That makes sense. Consider Napoleon. He chose to fight at Waterloo, and that didn't work out too well for him. If he'd chosen more wisely, he might have chosen to fight at Gettysburg. Then he would have given the Gettysburg Address and had a movie made about him, only instead of starring Daniel Day-Lewis, it would have been starring Danny DeVito. One unwisely chosen battle centuries ago changed the entire course of the Academy Awards centuries later. In our daily lives, choosing battles unwisely means that we can waste a lot of time and energy on the wrong thing. This very evening, listener Emily proclaimed on her Facebook wall that she was thrilled that a business celebrity sent her a message. Imagine my surprise to find out she was talking about me. Now, I could have spent time arguing that I'm certainly not a celebrity, and I'm far too humble and modest to deserve such acclaim and adoration. But what would have been the point? I'm sure you'll agree that it makes much more sense to accept her statement at face value as simply a statement of fact and save my energy for an important battle. Where in your life and your work do you fight battles? Why? Are those the right battles? Let's explore how you can make sure that you fight less and win more. I know this sounds obvious, but before going into battle, ask yourself honestly whether you can win. I know you feel you can win, but think it through. A coaching client was furious that his biggest customer had stolen some of his technology. He wanted to fight it out in court, but if he won the lawsuit, he'd lose the customer and go out of business. This battle couldn't be won. It's like trying to get your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, spousal equivalent, or polyamorous family unit to put the toilet paper roll on with the paper facing the other direction. Not only will you lose the battle, but you'll end up bringing home flowers for a month to repair the damage that you made with that foolish request. You cannot win that battle, so why try? If you do win, make sure you'll get some benefit from the win. I know people who spend years obsessing over how they were right and Jordan Dinkelbert was wrong, but Jordan wouldn't listen and insulted them in front of an entire team. Now they're just waiting for a chance to take revenge. They spend years plotting, and the day they're named Employee of the Year, halfway through their acceptance speech, they say, "And it's no thanks to Jordan Dinkelbert. I was right, you were wrong, and you're really just a big poopy head, so there." A poopy head. Well, that little bit of revenge was certainly worth the wait. Revenge is usually a battle that takes up a lot of resources, and even if you win, you don't really benefit. In Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Khan declares, "Revenge is a dish best served cold." Really? Who wants a cold dinner? Revenge is not a dish best served cold. Oreo ice cream cake is a dish best served cold. So, what's the lesson here? Fight battles you can win, and make sure if you win, you actually benefit from winning. Choose battles that are worth the fight. Even if you benefit, make sure that you benefit enough to be worth the fight. Take this example. A nonprofit organization owned a parcel of undeveloped land. A developer wanted it. He sued the nonprofit with a frivolous lawsuit and offered to settle if the nonprofit would sell the developer the land for $100,000, which was the market price. Now, the nonprofit, on principle, didn't want to give in, but they weren't using the land for anything, and in America, it can cost $20,000 to get a frivolous lawsuit thrown out of court, and the developer, with lawyers on staff, could just sue again. The nonprofit realized that even though they could win and keep the land, that win would cost them $20,000. If they didn't fight, they would walk away with $100,000. Were they getting shafted? Yes. But were they smart? Definitely. They chose not to fight a battle that wasn't worth the fight. Last but not least, consider how else you could spend your time. Even for a battle that you can win, that is worth the fight, there may be better ways to use your time. One of my clients was spending a lot of time and energy pursuing a contractor who had done shoddy work to his home, defrauding him out of $50,000. When we explored the decision to pursue the case in court and figured out that, given the contractor's resources, my client would recover $25,000 at most if he won, well, it would probably take him a day a week for 6 months. That's 26 days, which is an entire work month. And that's the best case scenario. We looked seriously at all the other opportunities in my client's life and work, and we realized that if he had some business development opportunities that would bring in a 6-figure contract if he could work on them full time, well, that's 6 figures. The battle with the contractor, he could win. He'd benefit. It might even be worth it. But he could spend the very same time doing business development instead and make even more money. He chose to forego the battle and spend his time doing business development. Smart. Next time you start gearing up for a fight, stop. Make sure it's a battle you can win. Make sure that you'll benefit if you win it, and make sure that the benefit is large, and finally that there isn't something else you could do instead to get even more benefit elsewhere in your life. And just in case you're listening, Jordan, I was right, you were wrong, and now you should worship me. This is Steve Robbins. Check out our awesome new Quick and Dirty Tips website at getitdone.quickanddirtytips.com. It's beautiful, graphical, and it helps you find all kinds of great tips related to any subject you need. I partner with a few highly successful people to help them do extraordinary things in their work and lives. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com. That's SteverRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.